Morning, Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024. I'm Larissa. It's my fat girl diary. Ugh, the skull has not arrived yet. Mm. So, yesterday, I don't know, I got exposed to something that made my face itch, and this happens. There's things I'm allergic to. It might have been MSG. I had lunch at a Chinese restaurant, and some Chinese restaurants use MSG. Some restaurants use MSG, but anyway, my nose just like itched so bad, and it's like it's all red and chapped. When I have MSG specifically, I get little blisters on the edge of my nose, and that's what I had. A little blisters. It's so bad. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why, but I did. Mm. I don't know. I don't know. I had acupuncture, and I got my nails taken off. So I just have regular old fingernails right now. I don't have any pain on my toenails, and let everything breathe for a while. Ugh, let everything breathe. Mm, yeah, yeah. I don't know why my face got all itchy. I don't know why. Mm, I don't know. I hate driving. I really, 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 really hate driving, and I had to drive so far. So, uh, try to find something closer to home, so I don't have to drive so far because it just makes me hurt so goddamn bad. It does. It does. Ugh. Just talking about my face itching. It's gonna make my face itch. Don't talk about it, Larissa. Don't talk about your face itching. Oh. Mm, yeah. Yeah. Mm. Anyway. Oh, so today I got a big day. I got a lot going on today. Oh my God. Oh, I got a lot going on today. So much. A whole bunch of things. And so does he. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be a busy day. Oh my God. I'll get up and wash my dirt ass. Probably gonna have to take the ghetto beater today. Mm, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So I'm gonna take some photos today for the January issue. It'll be good. Yeah, they'll be good. I'm a pretty good photographer, you know. Even with just a even with just a stupid little cell phone, I'm a pretty good photographer. I don't know. I still have my cameras down there, but it's been so long since I've taken film. It's been so long since I've taken film. And I don't know, they're probably like all damaged or something anyway. Uh, is there poop or something? Who's barf?
Brody's barf. Outside the door.
Brody's barf. Oh, he's all upset.
Why?
I don't know. He was being all upset this morning. What was he all upset about? He's all upset because he knows that today's gonna be a crazy day. Mm. He was being all kinds of snuggly, and I should have known that he wasn't feeling good. Because the way he's snuggly, like, I don't know. I don't know. I should have known. I just should have known. I should have known that he wasn't feeling good because of the way he was being snuggly. Like, when he's just being silly and lovey, he like, comes directly at me up front, right? And, like, puts his paws and tries to push me down. But when he's not feeling good, like, he lays across my lap. And that's what he was doing. He was laying across my lap. And, oh, yeah. I should have known. I should have known he wasn't feeling good. Oh, oh, mm, yeah, yeah. So, oh, didn't do any writing yesterday. I feel like yesterday was just like a big waste. I don't know. I don't know. Mm, yeah. So when we lived in Oakland, and whoever it was hacked into all of my stuff, I used to keep a detailed calendar online. I used to keep all of my appointments. I used to keep online on the Google Calendar, and I quit doing that because somebody had hacked in, and they're still hacked into my stuff. That's why I still don't use it. And they would move things around on my calendar. They would move appointments around. Um, and then I started noticing they were moving around because I would keep track of my cycle. I had on there projected out when my cycle was going to start, right? Because I'm like clockwork. And um, someone was trying. They were always trying to then mess with that and like try to schedule stuff like on what would be the worst days of my period and things like that. Yeah, yeah. So I don't understand like why does somebody want to torture a woman like that, right? It's a sadistic man. It was like there was this asshole. The asshole that broke my tailbone, Craig Ennis, that piece of shit who broke my tailbone in yoga. Like he always said he was always saying, "Oh, it's okay to practice on your cycle. That's just a myth." Blah blah. I'm like, asshole. He's like, come in when you're having your period. I'm like, you are gross. You are gross. He was totally gross. And no, you don't do inversions when you're bleeding. You don't, right? You don't. Yeah. No. No, he's out there cleaning up the puke for me. I can't handle vomit. Vomit, it triggers my gag reflex, and it's like, it's really hard. It's really, really hard. I don't know. When I was teaching preschool, that was the worst part because kids throw up all the time. They do, for like no reason. Kids throw up all the time. Like if they eat their snack too fast and then run around the room, right? Like I tried to be really good about that, not having recess after snack. But sometimes if they run around a lot and then come in and have snack, we used to do snack, and then we used to do snack after nap. So we do recess and then come in, and I would do a little like calm down exercise with them, focus, calm down exercise. And once they were all calmed down, then I'd have them go get the nap mats, and then everybody took a nap, and I would prep at during their nap time. I would prep for the art project and getting out the snack, and then we'd have snack, and then we'd have art project. Right? That's how I did it. Because if you had the snack either before or after recess, there was going to be puking. Oh, it was awful. It was awful. That was something that the classroom aide always had to do because I could not do it. I just couldn't. I just couldn't do the vomit. I just couldn't do the vomit. Yeah, preschool. Oh my God, preschool is the worst. It's the funniest, but it's the worst. Oh my God. Yeah, that's definitely the funniest. Yeah, little fights are really funny. Yeah. I'll tell you what's not funny is high school and middle school. Not funny at all. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. No. Mm. Yeah, but I don't understand that. I don't understand trying to like they were always trying to fuck with me. It was somebody there at the cotton mill. I mean, they were so awful to me. Those people, they were so awful to me. That was when I stopped having friends. That was when I stopped trying to have friends. Like, it's just like, it is not worth it because people just treat you like garbage all the time. And, um, I just don't even, I don't go out of my way anymore. Um, as an adult, like you don't make friends. Like you don't, um, have those you're not building those same kinds of memories and things that you do when you're a child. Like when you're a child, that's the only time that you really have to make friends, right? There's no such things as making friends as adults. I don't care what anybody says. You don't make friends as adults. Um, you make alliances as adults. You don't make friends. But it's like I don't have any friends from childhood. We moved around so much, and any friendships I had, my mother destroyed. Um, I was never allowed to have friends. So as a result, I don't have any now. I don't have any now. And, it also comes down to like self respect, when people continually tread on your boundaries, right? It's self respect. It's self respect. So, yeah, it's the same thing with family. When people tread on your boundaries and don't respect you, it's just better not to have them in your life, right? If you have to compromise yourself in ways that make you not feel good about you, right? In ways that diminish you, um, the relationship is not worth having. Doesn't matter who it's with. So, you know, sometimes it means you don't have any friends in your life. Yeah. These days, you know, what is it? What do people think are friends anyway? Mm. People call friends the people who follow them on social media, like the things that they say. Those are supposed to be your friends. No, no. What is a friend? A friend is a person who doesn't judge you. A friend is a person who you can count on to be there for you. A friend is a person who can hear the truth, like can hear when you're really hurting and can offer you support that is actually supportive, right? That's what a friend is. That's what a friend is. A friend is somebody who's there for you. A friend is somebody who knows you and believes you and can tell you in a kind way when you're, not being good to yourself. Um, a friend is a person who can be there for you and also knows when to step back, right? A friend isn't somebody who just, tells you you're great all the time. So, and a friend isn't somebody who tells you that you're shit all the time either, right? So pretty much my only friend is Omar, you know, and even then it's like, he's not always there for me or hasn't always been there for me. Um, I mean, nobody can be there all the time, but the only person that can be there for you all the time is you. And so that's really all anybody really has. Um, that's all I have is me. And so I'm the only person that I rely on. I don't rely on anybody else for anything. And things that I do need to rely on Omar for, I shouldn't have to, right? Things that I do rely on Omar for, I have been bullied into requiring to rely on him for. And, you know, yeah, at the cotton mill, when they pulled that bullshit where they would pretend like I wasn't in the room, right? I'd be standing there and everybody would just like pretend like I didn't exist. It was their game. I was just like, how old are you people? I remember watching it and just being like, wow, none of you has the nerve to turn to me and say, Larissa, we hate you. We don't want you here. You're just going to pretend like I don't exist. I was like, wow. It was interesting to watch. I have zero respect for anybody there. Zero respect for anybody that I met when we lived at the Cotton Mill Studios in Oakland. Zero. Everybody in the neighborhood, all the people in the neighborhood thought that if you lived in the cotton mill, that it was meant that you were mentally challenged, right? In some way. That's what they all thought. And I understand why, because people that lived there were like, we should have never lived there. We should have never moved in there. People in there were all fucking disturbed in some way. Yeah. Some of them more so than others. Oh, one guy kept beating his girlfriend, and his family, um, he's a photographer. His family had a lot of money, and like he lived on a trust, right? And she had a they weren't married. She had a debit and a credit card to the family accounts, right? Like, and BMW, Mercedes, kind of, she was interesting. She came to my apartment the one time and asked me if she could use my SIM card. I'm like, what? She's like, oh, his family tracks me. And I don't know what all the deal was, but oh my God. I didn't know, what the hell she was talking about at the time. Um, I was like, you can't have my SIM card. No. No. Well, then a few days later, I see her outside the building when I was coming in from grocery store or something. She was standing outside smoking because we weren't supposed to smoke in the building. She was standing outside smoking, and she was wearing these big, great big, I mean, big, big, big sunglasses. She was a tiny little waif of a thing. She had these giant sunglasses on. And I walked up to her and I just like, I picked them up because I was gonna make a joke about her looking like a bug. Yeah, I'm like, this will make you look like a bug. You got these. And when I picked them up, she like grabbed at them, but I saw a huge fucking black eye. Huge fucking black eye. And she did makeup. So she had makeup on too, and she still couldn't cover it. That's how big it was and how bad it was. And then she was like all ashamed. And I said, do you need help? I'm like, do you need to come stay at my place? And she's like, no. Do you need a hug? She's like, okay. So I gave her a hug, but he was hitting her. And he was a slime. He was a real slime. You know, his photos were interesting to me until that moment. And then after that, I wasn't interested in seeing his work anymore. Black and white photographer. Film. Yeah. Yeah, everybody in that building was a piece of work. Yeah. Yeah. So, gotta get my shit together for today. Oh my God. Bled a whole lot last night, so hopefully today it won't be so bad. Hopefully today, last night I got most of it out. I mean, how much can there be in there? How much can be in there? I need to find somebody who speaks fluent English, and she does not. She I've had to explain this to her like 4 times, right? Because I've been seeing her for a little while now. Not 4 times, 3 times about my uterus. So I have a tipped uterus. Usually your uterus is upright and your ovaries, your fallopian tubes come off to the side and curl up around and have your ovaries, and your ovaries then spit the egg into the fallopian tube and it goes down into the uterus for fertilization. Well, my uterus is not upright. My uterus lays down like this, right? My vagina, in order to get into my uterus, connect with my cervix, is curved like this, right? So my vagina is curved. It's like a hook and it has to go into, then there's my cervix, and then it goes into my uterus. Now, they're all like shaped right and everything, but they're just not. My uterus is abnormally small and it is tipped. So that I have this curve. And then my fallopian tubes, they kind of still kind of come up, and the ovaries and stuff. So it's when I ovulate, the egg frequently doesn't make it into the tube and into my uterus. So I'm a person who's high risk for ectopic pregnancy, right? But I get cysts because of this, because the egg does not make it into the tube, does not make it down into the uterus, and does not get expelled, right? So my body makes a cyst. It encapsulates the egg because the egg is a foreign material. It encapsulates. It's like when chickens get egg bound. It's the same thing. So my body makes a attacks it, encapsulates it. Well, then that cyst, it grows and it hurts, right? And then it bursts, and then my body reabsorbs everything, right? And this happens every month. And because of this, or almost every month, because every now and then the egg actually does make its way through. So almost every month this happens. And when it happens, and I have all this buildup, or if the egg has gotten stuck in the fallopian tube and the cyst bursts inside the fallopian tube, then that it makes its way eventually back down into my uterus, right? Well, when this happens, my body wants to expel it. So I have contractions. I have uterine contractions, not cramps. And that's why my cramps are so bad. And that's why I bleed so badly. And because my uterus is tipped, when I sit down and stand up, it squirts when there's like a lot going on down there. So, like, the first couple days of my period are really bad because that's when it's all full. Yeah. Yeah. So in Texas, women like me have been left to die, right? Texas and Georgia and Florida don't give a shit about women like me. Die, bitch, in your stupid uterus. You're deformed inside anyway, so it's a good thing you're dead, right? God wants you dead. God made you deformed so you would die, heifer. Yeah. Fuck you, Greg Abbott. Fuck you, you woman hating, non educated Ignorant son of a bitch. Mm-hmm. Oh, you fucking Bible thumpers of your ignorance. Yes, that is how I feel. That is how I feel every month when I have contractions, not cramps. So, maybe hurricane will wipe y'all off the map. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. Putin and North Korea are trying to eradicate all Ukrainian blood. So, my kind won't exist anymore. Ah! Get rid of the Palestinians, get rid of the Ukrainians. Ah! But only get upset if somebody does something to Jewish people. Someday, someday, someday. Yeah, that's about it. Mm-hmm. Let me inside you, into your room. I hear it's lined with the things you don't show. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, that's a good song. And she will always carry on. Something is lost, but something is found. They will keep on speaking her name. Some things change, some stay the same. Keep beckoning to me. From behind that closed door, the maid and the mother and the crone that's grown old, I hear your voice. Yeah. Miss Chrissy Hine. Hmm. Anyway. Yeah, so they say that there's been, a while ago, there was that article saying that there's been 4 official deaths due to lack of healthcare services, meaning being denied pregnancy terminations. A woman has died. They said that that number is actually probably a lot higher, right? Uh, yeah, killing women, killing women, killing women. Oh, but the babies, the babies. Meanwhile, in the foster care system. Uh, oh. Yeah. Ugh. Meanwhile, there's women that lip men like Donald Trump between their legs any which way, right? Oh my God. Family values. Family values. Which family? Which family? Which family? Hmm. Inconvenient, huh? Inconvenient. Well, anyway. Anyway.